Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Margarita and today I'm here to talk to you about my June TBR. So let's just get into it. The theme for this month is mostly middle grade. I've been reading some really great middle grade recently and I just really want to dive into it and go crazy essentially. It's not all middle grade, but it's pretty hefty. You'll see. So the first two books I'm going to talk about are books from May that I did not finish, but I did start. So the first one is The Anatomy of Dreams by Chloe Benjamin, and I'm about halfway through this. And this basically follows our main character, Sylvie, whose long-lost boyfriend from grade school or high school comes back into her life and says, you should be part of this study that we're doing. You should help research it. We're researching dreams and, you know, the subconscious mind. Come do that. And so she follows him and it's about what's going on with that. She's starting to have questions about what's going on, if it's even ethical, that kind of stuff. So far, I'm really enjoying it. This is one of the books that my friend Sarah recommended that I read last month. I did not get to finish it, unfortunately, but I'm going to finish it this month. The next book that I am a good chunk through, almost halfway through, is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. And I'm not going to say much. This is the fourth Harry Potter book, and I'm really enjoying my reread of it. It's so good. So I'll definitely be finishing this month. Just didn't get around to it last month. So all the other ones are new. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I have heard nothing but wonderful things about this book. Everybody's raving about it, that it's like the best middle grade ever written. So I decided while I was at my library, since they had it, why the heck not, picked it up. I'm about 70, 80 pages into it, and so far really enjoying it. It's about our main character, Morgan, who was born in a time where if you're born during this time, you're an unlucky child. So anything bad that happens in this world is your fault. And the worst thing about this curse is that you're going to die on your 12th birthday or eventide birthday, whatever that is. You're going to die on that birthday. So that's this story, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's really whimsical and sweet, and I like it. The next book that I'm hoping to get to is Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones. I finished Howl's Moving Castle last month, and this is the sequel, so I want to read it this month and, you know, keep that fire going. So hopefully I'll be getting to that soon. The next book that I would like to read is The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane by Julia Noble. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what this is about. I think it's about this little girl whose dad disappears. But it looks spooky. It's middle grade. I'm all for it. I saw it at the library, so I thought, give it a shot. That's the beautiful thing about libraries. You can literally judge a book by its cover and not have it bite you in the ass. Unless it's a bad book. You didn't spend any money on it. The next book that I'm gonna get to is Furthermore by Tahira Mafi. This is, I believe, her first middle grade book. Everybody loves her. I've never read anything by her. But my friend Sarah and I are buddy reading this. I'm actually going to start it tonight. Our buddy read starts tonight. So I'm super excited. This follows our main character who lives in this world, Furthermore, where everything is color. And she herself is colorless, and I think because she has no color, she has no magic. And I believe her father also goes missing, and she's on a mission to find him. So looking forward to this, excited to start this tonight, hoping it will be great. Then I have The School of Good and Evil, A World Without Princes. This is the second book in the world, or in the School of Good and Evil. I read the first one last year, absolutely loved it. So I decided I had to read this for this month of middle grade reading. It's so good. I really enjoy it. I want to continue on. The next book is The Search for Wandla by Tony Ditsurilizi. That's a hard last name, sir. But this is basically about this girl who ends up on this crumbling planet with, I believe, a robot as a sidekick. I don't know. I heard about it from Reagan from project, so I trust her recommendations a lot, and I have the whole series, so I want to start it and you know, get into the series. I have the whole series. If I love it, I can binge read it. Why the heck not? And then the last middle grade that I have picked out is Power to the Princess, 15 favorite fairy tales retold with girl power. This is absolutely beautiful, and I just, looks like it's like half graphic novel, half, you know, actual book. And I'm all for it. Everybody knows that I love fairy tale retellings. So if these princesses are badass, bring them on. I want them. So next, I have 4 books that are not middle grade that I want to get to. The first one is Wild Embers by Nikita Gill. This is a poetry collection. I read her other poetry collection a couple months ago, Fierce Fairy Tales, and those are, you know, fairy tales reimagined again. And I really, really loved it. So I'm hoping to really love this one as well. The next book is The Half-Drowned King by Linnea Hartsoiker. I can't pronounce names. I can't even pronounce regular words, let alone that name. But this, I believe, is like a set in a mystical and violent world defined by honor, loyalty, deceit, passion, and courage. The Half-Drowned King is an electrifying adventure that breathtakingly illuminates the Viking world and the birth of Scandinavia. And I'm here for it. My parents are actually going to Scandinavia later this month, so I'll read this while they're there and be sad. So I'm hoping to get to that one. The next one is The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Rena Rossner, and I have had this for a couple months, and I have done nothing but look at it and want to read it since. So I'm really hoping to get to it this month. This is a fairy tale-ish vibe story about these 2 sisters and the Winter Wood. Sign me up. I want it. Yes, please. And the last book that I have is Ghostwall by Sarah Moss. And again, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what this is about. I saw it at the library. It's super short. I've heard wonderful things about Sarah Moss's writing, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So those are all of the books that I have picked out for my June TBR. It's already quite ambitious and already quite a lot of books. But as you guys know, I have a TBR jar. So we're going to pick 3 books from the TBR jar, and hopefully I'll get to all of these books. We'll see. I'm out of my reading slump, so at least there's that. So let's see. The first one is Burning Bright. I don't know where that is. Burning Bright. What is that even about? I have a feeling it's over here, and this shelf is like a clusterfuck of books that I have to still do a video about. My recent reads. No, not recent reads. My recent haul. Burning Bright. What is this about? Burning Bright. Burning Bright. I don't know. I'm going to put this here for now. I might have to draw another one. That might have to go back in the TBR jar because I can't. I have too many books. If this TBR jar is showing me anything at all, it's that I have too many books. Okay. So I picked Vixen, which was on my TBR 2 months ago for my OW Owls, and then it was also on my TBR last month as a maybe. So I think this is God's way of telling me I have to read this book. I'm not going to pick it up now because it's somewhere in this mess, but I do know where it is. I will definitely be getting it. Oh man, I have to read that book this month. If I read no other books, it has to be Vixen. I've picked it so many times. Okay, so the next book is, I'm not going to do, I don't know where that one is, so we're not going to do, this is turning out to be a mess. The next book is the Medusa Chronicles, so I do know that is in fact over there because it has a black spine. Let me see if I can find it. Please hold. Oh, it's accessible. I almost could not say the word accessible. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. You guys, my bookshelves are too full. Okay, the Medusa Chronicles. I have this book. I can read this book. So, the Medusa Chronicles. So, one more, maybe more than one more. We'll see where these books are. The Lily King. Okay. That's over on my rainbow shelf, which is much more easily accessible at the moment. The Lily King. Okay. So here is, oh my god, it's not called The Lily King. It's called Euphoria by Lily King. Get your life together, girlfriend. So it's a good thing that I pulled this out because that was a disaster. That's not at all what this book is called. This is inspired by the events and the life of revolutionary anthropologist Margaret Mead. Euphoria is a captivating story of three young gifted anthropologists in the 1930s caught in a passionate love triangle that threatens their bonds, their careers, and ultimately their lives. Sounds really cool. Hopefully I'll get to it. You know what? I'm feeling ambitious. Let's pick one more. June is gonna be the month, you guys, where I either kill it or I die. I feel bad about the other ones and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that one. The Child Finder. I've already read that, so that doesn't have to be there. Okay, another one. I just like picking things out of this jar. I think that's the moral of this story. And if I can find the other one, I'll add it to the TBR. Sisters of Versailles. Okay, I know where that one is. Ooh. Sisters of Versailles. So I believe that this is like gonna be court intrigue. Versailles, I mean, there has to be sex and violence and conspiracy and all kinds of craziness that happened in the French court. So those are all of the books I'm hoping to read this month. It is ambitious as heck, but there are a lot of middle grade which are really easy to get through. I mean, they're not meant to be complicated. So hopefully that helps. I will have a week off of work where I'll be at home and I'll have access to all of my books. So we'll see what happens. This is crazy. Tell me in the comments down below. Do you think I'm crazy? Because I'm starting to think I'm a little bit crazy. Let me know if you've read any of these books, your thoughts and opinions on these books, which books you think I should prioritize, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!